the second crisis or the third one, I left and some guys just go to the door of my shop. They want to break the shop. Some two old men just go and lie on that shop. That before they touch that shop, they have to kill them.
In the midst of chaos, there is flicker of hope in Gangare, a community in Jos Plateau State. Due to long years of conflict in Plateau State, groups have formed and partitioned their settlements from one another, so passing through unfamiliar zones isn't what many residents do, much less living among opposite parties. But Juliana Alao, a Christian from Oyo State, who had stayed for over 25 years in Gangare, a Muslim-dominated ward in Jos North local government area of the state, is defying that odd. Mrs. Alao, a nurse, also called Auntie Mai Alura, had repeatedly declined several persuasions by her friends and family to leave the area, even as some offered to house her instead of being at risk in a Muslim-populated area.
I have a family in this town. Everybody will say, leave Gangare. After the first crisis, I make an attempt of leaving. I look for a house, look for shop and everything, planning to leave. But deep within me, my spirit say don't. And I have to stay. And to be sincere, if everything is hot, people will come in and say, Auntie, don't go out. Because we love you. We don't want to miss you. We don't know whom you will meet on the road. They may not know you, but we will know you. And we know the assistance you are giving us. I live peacefully with them. And the moment anybody, even the youth or an elder person, I have problem with anybody. If I call and discuss with people, everybody rally on my side.
She narrated how she was able to save a woman she did not know from being attacked.
There was a day a Yoruba woman was passing here during crisis. The fear is in her. She was shivering. I don't know those guys, they just call her, Mama, you come to visit Auntie? Because of that fear, she said yes. They took her to my shop. I'm not around. Then they say, where are you going? She says, so please, they escort her. They say, feel at home. And they take her. Later, the woman come back. She's a Muslim, but she's my traveler. She come back, she says she want to see me. Not for anything. She want to know the secret of things. And I tell her it's God.
Ordinarily, this exceptional story wouldn't have sold years back. Despite its diverse ethnic and linguistic makeup, for years since the post-independence era, Plateau State thrived as a leading bastion of peace in the north of the country, the reason it earned the moniker Home of Peace and Tourism. While neighboring Kano, Borno, Kaduna, the defunct Gongola, and Bauchi states had suffered at least one high casualty bout as of 1985, Plateau State was rid of ethnicity or religious strife. But this changed when former head of state Ibrahim Babangida issued September 1991 Decree No. 2, which created, alongside 88 others across the country, Jos North local government at the insistence of the Hausa Fulani community. This pitched the dominant Berom Anaguda and Afizere groups against the Hausa Fulani community. The management of the crisis that this brought was further poorly managed, and it only got better in getting worse from there. Government after government simply seesawed with their will to curb the menace. At the time the state was managing its fragile peace, pent-up anger quickly turned into violent attacks in September 2001 after a Christian woman attempted to cross a barricade just outside a mosque during Friday prayers. This laid the foundation for the outbreak of the two-way intercommunal aggression in Plateau State, with subsequent brutal ones occurring in 2004, 2008, 2010, and recently in 2021. One of these crises reached the doorstep of Mrs. Alao.
I will never forget the second crisis or the third one. I left and some guys just go to the door of my shop. They want to break the shop. Some 2 old men just go and lie on that shop. Before they touch that shop, they have to kill them. And they tell them, even your parents, most of you should receive your delivery up to now they didn't pay. And you are the one to cause harm to her. God must judge you.
Not that she doesn't hear taunts sometimes where some youths would tell her she should not be staying among them because she is non-Muslim, but there are always others who rebuke whoever does that.
There are youths, if they hear it, you are talking to auntie like that.
Who then are the actors behind the peace-building effort? Gangere Youth Forum is one of the groups fostering peace and empowering the youths in the area to shun violence. The group's Secretary General Yahya Mohammed said they have been able to convert youth energy into social benefits through empowerment.
Among the activities that we engage our youth to be in a harmony and to become peaceful subjects, we do empowerment program for them. We organize empowerment where we give them skill acquisitions which will engage them not to be in criminal acts. And then most of the times, if there is a tension in the town, the community leaders among as well as the youths, we convert ourselves in the main route in order to control the situation.
This was corroborated by the ward head of Gangere, Umar Aliyu, who believes the Gangere templates could be replicated elsewhere.
We have youth leaders and women leaders, and there is organizations that are calling people to come to live in peace.
On another hand is the religious group Jamaatul Nasirul Islam JNI, which uses collaboration and alternative dispute resolution to resolve conflicts. Between 2017 and 2020, the organization's Secretary General said over 400 cases have been resolved.
In trying to resolve it, we bring the parties together, their parents. Where we cannot be able to handle it, we direct it to the police because that is their primary duty.
Like the people of Gangere, there is also the leadership of Our Lady of Fatima Cathedral in the Ali Kazere area of Jos North local government area. For over 5 years now, the church has been catering for the hospital bill of a Muslim family whose patriarch has been sick for years.
Every Sunday, if I'm going to take a mass, I tell them, the Bible says if you have anything to offer to the Lord and you're not in time with your present, leave the gift and go home and make peace. You cannot come to the house of the Lord because you want to come and perform and you don't have this peace. This is very crucial, that we cannot do it without peace.
Like Mr. Umo, the lead pastor of the Church of Christ in Nations headquarters, Sylvester Dachomo, is also championing a peace movement.
For us, what we've been doing is for many years now, we have piloted what we call the Love Language Vision. The Love Language Vision is a Christian initiative that we teach our members, how to practice our Father's language, which is love. The vision is taken from John chapter 8, from verse 34 downwards, where Jesus was talking about the fact that the language you speak defines your parentage. If you kill, you murder, you lie, the devil is your father, and that's the language of the devil. If you love, that is your father's own language, which is God. God's language is love.
For Mrs. Alao, living with people with different beliefs peacefully is a familiar heritage she learned from her late mother, with whom she lived with at the Ile-Shehu area of Olomi in Ibadan.
Everywhere that one stay, if you don't have patience, endurance, what the Bible teach you, if you can't work with it, you can't stay. And if many people ask me, is all Christian are like me? I say a true Christian is supposed to be the way in Christ is.